everyone, it's Lindsey from the blog Books for Christian Girls. If you are new to this channel, welcome. I hope you decide to stay. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm so glad you're back. I'm going to consider this video not late though. And that's because none of these books have come out, okay? Okay. So, I know it might be a little late in the scheme of things, but none of these books have come out. So without further ado, let's just start talking about my anticipated releases for the last half of 2021. But of course I have to do a disclaimer that just like any time I've done this type of video before, when I have a book that I'm talking about that I haven't read, obviously I don't know the content in it, and I'm anticipating it to see how it's like. So just the fact that there are books on here, that's kind of a high honor, I guess you could say, because there's ones that interest me, but I don't really want to talk about because I'm pretty sure the content I'm not going to agree with. So yeah, there's my little disclaimer. If they're on this list, that's like I'm going to make an effort to try to read these books within these next 6 months, or maybe up to a year, I don't know. And there are ones I'm going to call chance books, and that's basically meaning I've either never read this author before, but this book interests me, or I've read some books by this author before, and I like some and I didn't like some, and this book's plot interests me, so I'm going to give it a chance. So you'll see those, and then just ones I'm looking forward to. So let us begin. Okay, starting off in July, the sequel to The Escape by Lisa Harris, which is The Chase, is coming out July 6th. The sequel is connected to the first book in the fact that it's the same main girl, and in this book she is a U.S. Marshal, obviously, and she had to transport 2 high-profile prisoners across the country in a private plane, and then the plane crashes. Yeah, it sounds terrifying. I would never want to do that. But this book intrigued me because I haven't read much about the U.S. Marshals. I've read lots of FBI, CIA, Pinkerton agents. I had never read a U.S. Marshal based book before that, I think. I'm saying that, I think. But I'm very intrigued to read this one because this book left off in a very high tension ending with something happening, and I want to know what's going on. I'm hoping there's not a time skip, but I think there probably is. I think I will be rereading this book, maybe not fully, maybe just the last few chapters to try to refresh my mind before I start the sequel. Okay, and then I know that the sequel to Dust by Swanson is coming out, I think it's July 15th, and I still haven't read Dust, but I'm just going to go ahead and mention Shadow because I know so many people are looking forward to it. I don't know if I'm anticipating it yet though because I haven't read Dust, but I do hope to get to Dust probably right after the release day, so if I am just so eager to read the sequel, I'll just get the sequel. I think that's how I'm going to do it. Might as well just wait a couple more weeks to read Dust. Also releasing on July 15th is Hearing Lies by Olivia Smit. I recently hauled and read Seeing Voices, which is book 1. This is a contemporary, and I feel like a lot of people just brush contemporary YA aside as either being, written by a mom and having all these don't do this, do that. Like, there's a lot of that in Christian fiction, a lot of that. But then there's also a lot of fluff ones. This is neither. This is just, it dealt with a lot more heavier topics than I expected. I haven't got to talk about this book yet in a video. It will be in a recent reads video coming soon, I promise. So this first book is set where her and her family go to another province to house sit, and then the sequel book is when she is coming back for the summer, revisiting her friends that she made in this one, but a lot of things have apparently changed, and nobody's really telling her what's going on. So yes, I'm looking forward to Hearing Lies. I mean, obviously I'm looking forward to all of these, obviously, but I'm excited. I'm anticipating these books, so if I keep saying those, I apologize, but at the same time, that's the point of this video. Okay, then 2 books I do not know the release days of. I believe I talked about this one in I don't know which video I talked about. It was one of my anticipated releases videos, and I'll link whichever one it is up there, and that's Mind the Gap by Erynn Mangum. I talked about this book. I know nothing besides it's Erynn Mangum. Erynn Mangum is one of my favorite authors. I can just say her name and I just want it. I just want it. So it's coming out sometime late summer, fall. That's all I know. She just replied back to a comment, and if you heard a random scream that sounded like it was coming from Texas on a Monday, that was me. Sorry, that was me. But I'm just so excited. Also, the 4th book in the Tradewinds series by Taylor Bennett. The first book in that series, I can't reach, but I'll put it, it's over here. The Porch Swing Girls series that I have talked about before. Have I finished the series? Like, am I caught up? No, I'm looking at book 2 and 3 on my TBR. But book 4 is coming out sometime this year, so that just means I get to binge read them all. And just be excited to see all the characters, right? Because I want to reread Porch Swing Girl before I start the other 2, so I might as well just wait for book 4, which I actually don't think I have a cover for. Do I have a cover for? I don't know. I believe I saw a comment that said it's supposed to be coming out in the fall, so yay! A book I am very much looking forward to. I know I keep saying that. But that is To Right or Wrong by Jen Turano. It is the 2nd book in the Bleaker Street Agency series. The first book I thought was so much fun. The main girl in the 2nd book, Daphne, was absolutely hilarious in this book. She is a mystery writer, and she doesn't really like being involved in the action. She will just hear about your stories and write about it. And I just think that's entertaining to have a main girl in Christian historical fiction that doesn't launch into the trouble. Like, she's like, I'm good, I'll write about it. Tell me about your stories when you get home. Okay, bye, be safe, love you, bye. And I just think that's funny because most of the girls in Christian fiction are, historical fiction that is, are more jump into the trouble. And apparently the main guy is also a mystery writer in this. And I just think that's going to be cute to have 2 authors as the main couple. But he apparently is in trouble, and that's why he has come to this inquiry agency that's made out of completely females at this boarding house. And I think it's a fun plot. I am so excited for book 3, but that's 2022, so I can't talk about it yet. But I am so excited for that one. Okay, coming out August 10th is my first chance book, and that's Secrets in the Mist by Morgan L. Busse? I'm sorry. It's book 1 in her new series. It is a steampunk, almost dystopian setting where everybody lives kind of in the clouds, and that's because the earth is covered in a deadly mist. Well, the main girl is a airship diver. Oh, never thought I'd say those words on this channel before, but that's cool. And she goes and tries to find people's like family heirlooms, lost things. And then somebody gives her the mission to find the cure for the mist, or to make the mist go away. And that's just intriguing. That just sounds so fascinating to me. So, yeah. I'm going to give it a chance. I have not read this author before. I've heard great things about her. I have one of her books that I actually hauled in my last video before last, whenever that was, a couple videos ago. And I want to get to that one, but this one has me really, really intrigued. Really intrigued, so yes, we'll see. 2 more chance books, and they're actually both releasing August 31st. So the first one is Carved in Stone by Elizabeth Camden. Gorgeous cover. Number 1 in a new series. The first book in a new series. Did that sound weird? Sorry. And I actually haven't read her last 3 books that came out. They were all connected and in a series. And for some reason, I just kind of never read them. I never had an interest to read them. So I'm kind of curious to see this new book, if anything's changed. I have called her before my guilty pleasure author. And that's because sometimes there's content I'm not the biggest fan of. There's either a lot of emotions or a little too kissy for my taste. But she always has such interesting, and I don't want to say random, but random historical time thing, like history, inventions, that kind of thing, that are like, huh, this is very, like, it feels very like you're learning, but also enjoying learning about these inventions or this time period. So this one just has me intrigued. Yep, like they all do. So I thought I would give this one a chance. The second chance book, also releasing on August 31st, is The Lines Between Us by Amy Lynn Green. I read the author's first book, her debut book, and I thought it was really unique because it's set during World War II, but the writing style, it was completely told in like letters or newspaper announcement, mainly letters, but that kind of thing, and that was just so different. And it was kind of going back in time and had the main girl showing all of these letters. I don't know if I can finish that sentence or if it's a spoiler. I don't think it's a spoiler. But basically it's got her doing it, and it's not like a typical like third person, first person type of book. It was all told through letters. Apparently this new book will not be all told through letters, but there will be letters. And I just thought I would give it a try because I enjoyed the first book. Which, these aren't technically connecting, I don't believe, but they're both set in the same time period of World War II. Okay, and then my last book, and that's a September release. I couldn't find anything for October, November, December, but they might not have like fully released the information, but I think Christian fiction publishers typically do by this time of the year. I feel like they're typically released all the info because I'm already seeing info for 2022 books. So I guess we could say the last book that I know of that I'm looking forward to is September 7th. It is also a chance book because I've enjoyed books by this author, and then there was a couple I wasn't the biggest fan of. So that is A Midnight Dance by Joanna, Davidson, Politano. This cover looks slightly eerie though, doesn't it? Like it gives you a good, like, okay, there's a mystery. It's a historical. There might be murder. So that's a unique vibe just to see from a picture, right? I think that's cool. I'm putting it as a chance book though, mainly because the plot doesn't grab my attention like some of her past books did. I really enjoyed A Rumored Fortune and The Love Note by this author. And there was a couple other ones that I didn't finish. But I thought I would give this one a try because it has that mystery. She is a ballerina who has the feeling her life is mirroring the life of a famous dead ballerina in her company. So that doesn't sound absolutely great, but I'm intrigued. I keep saying that. I keep saying I'm excited. I'm intrigued. I am, y'all. I am. So yes, I'm fascinated. So we'll try it out. Why not? Let's see. Might find a new favorite book in one of these chance books. Wouldn't that be great? I think that'd be fun. Okay, I feel like this video is kind of all over the place, but hopefully it was helpful. I will have links to all of these books, their Goodreads links, down below. So if you'd like to read their back cover, see more info about them, or add them to your own TBR shelf, I will do that. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to know if there's any books you are looking forward to that I didn't mention. I actually sent out on the Facebook group about more contemporary or just YA books that are coming out, and there hasn't been that many, but if you know any, especially any that are being indie printed, I feel like it's really hard to stay on top of indie printed books. So if you know of any that you think I would like, especially if they're YA, please let me know. I would love to know. And yes, that's it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you found a book or two that you want to read as well. My name is Lindsey. I'm from the blog booksforchristiangirls.blogspot.com, where in 2021 there's a new review every Monday and Friday. I was trying to post a video on this channel every other Thursday, and I haven't been doing that, but I'm going to try to do better because I have lots of ideas to film, but no time to film. So hopefully things will start getting better. And then I'm trying to do better on being on Instagram as well. We're trying, y'all. We're trying. So thank you again so much for watching, and have a lovely rest of your day.